say around the 1930s, thousands of Germans immigrated to the United States. Many of them ended up right here in Perry Township. It's been said that Perry Township was the perfect place for settlement because its land resembled the land of Germany. And many German immigrants were farmers. There are many reasons why Germans decided to leave their homeland. Some just aspired to be wealthier, while others were simply trying to escape being drafted for the Kaiser's army. The family you're about to see came from Spandau, Berlin, Germany.
Wow, we're doing so much better with flowers than we ever did with vegetables. Wouldn't you agree, dear? Our profits are up nearly 20%.
I'm just glad we have any business at all. I remember when we had to stop selling the vegetables, everybody used to come here for their peas and corn.
Even though the West Coast has just recently become a competitor, our profits have really been cut.
I know, I'm just glad that people come here still, though. And I like growing flowers anyway. When the buds bloom, it's so pretty.
Sure is. Well, it's about time we go check the greenhouses to see if the smokestacks are still heating them.
Will you help me with the flowers, dear?
Yes.
Many of the greenhouse owners in Perry Township were involved with truck gardening. With truck gardening, the families would sell their flowers to wholesale businesses, who would then independently distribute them. Although business was prosperous, many Germans feared they'd be discriminated against because of World War II. Many of them sought comfort in the Greenhouse Growers Association. And in 1932, that association joined 21 other Indianapolis area German organizations to form the Federation of German Societies. This group was partially responsible for purchasing the area that became known as German Park. Let's listen in on one of their meetings.
Wow, I really think this purchase is going to bring us all together. How much land did you say it was again?
26 acres, I believe. And I agree. It's going to do a great job to preserve the German spirit.
Was I the only one that was afraid of harassment here? I haven't encountered any problems at all.
No, I was worried too. I was surprised I felt free enough to join the Federation and purchase the scrubland.
This meeting has come to order. We're here to discuss the future plans for our purchase. Does anyone have any ideas for development?
The Federation of German Societies was made up of 22 delegates from each of the organizations. These men were personally responsible for landscaping and vegetation growth in the German Park area. Oh wait, I think they're agreeing on some ideas.
We'll need some sort of pavilion for entertainment.
We had a kitchen and a bar. Everybody had a kitchen and bar back home.
And we'll have to grow some plants to liven things up a little bit. I'd like to see some flower bushes next to flatbeds.
Wonderful. These are wonderful ideas. We'll begin construction soon. I'm looking forward to the flower growing. We'll see you next month. Don't forget now.
In the upcoming years, there'll be a small pavilion right over there, an enclosed sheltered house right over here, a large pavilion right over there, and an enclosed kitchen and a large grill right in the exact spot where I am standing. In many years to come, this place will show the same scene, Germans preserving their culture.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. We want to know a little bit about the history of this church because we're looking for a nice place to get married.
Oh, this would be a great place to get married. We're the oldest church in this community.
When was it built?
Well, it was built in 1838, but originally it was called Bub Creek Baptist Church. But then it changed its name to Southport Baptist Church in the 50s.
Well, how much would it cost if we had a wedding here?
About $500 would be enough for a good wedding. It'll be beautiful.
Well, thank you, Reverend. We'll let you know.
All right.
Oh, that looks like a nice church.
Yes, sweetheart. Let's go check it out.
Well, you two are new to this place, aren't you?
Oh, no, not really. We're just searching for a nice place to get married.
Oh.
Well, welcome to Glenn's Valley United Methodist Church. We're just so glad you stopped in.
Well, you two would love to get married here. You could have a very lovely wedding. Well, you see, my daughter got married here last spring, and it was the most beautiful wedding these eyes have ever seen. Brother Boyd did an excellent job.
So, who's this Brother Boyd?
Well, he's our preacher. He's such a nice man. Everyone loves him. He came to us in such hard times and did a very nice job to boost our spirits.
Tell us a little bit about the history of your church.
Well, we were built back in 1849, and we started out as Fisher's Chapel. We weren't too far from the toll gate at Bluff in Morgantown.
And some very generous donations a few years back by Mr. Murphy and Mrs. Bell really helped our church out a lot. We were able to add on to our sanctuary.
Yes, some of this is very new, and I'm sure a fine couple like you would just love to get married here.
Thank you. We'll consider contacting the Reverend.
Thank you.
All right. I know just the one.
Peace be with you. In what way has your journey brought you here?
Well, we're looking for a nice church to get married, and we know that St. Roch is one of the newest churches in the area.
Yes, it is true. We are fairly new. Built about 1922, 10 years ago. We have, what would you say, all the modern facilities of today?
Well, with this new building, would it be very expensive to get married here?
It depends on what you consider expensive. Around $500, not much more. That gets you your wedding and your all the luxury trimmings of this facility.
Well, that sounds lovely. Thank you for your time.
Bad luck. Well, they better get this show on the road. They have to get married while the hands of the clock are pointing up. Now, why in the world is that girl wearing a black suit instead of a pretty white dress? Well, it would be absolutely foolish to wear a pretty white dress. At least this way she's got something she can use more than once.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to unite this couple in the sacrament of holy matrimony. Marriage is a great gift, not to be entered into lightly, yet it is a truly wonderful experience. Do you, Douglas Smith, take Gail to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
And do you, Gail, take Douglas to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
If anyone has any reason why this couple should not be joined in holy matrimony, speak now or forever hold your peace. Then by the power vested in me by the state of Indiana, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Loveliest wedding I've ever seen.
I always cry at weddings.